TikTok could be banned in the United States within the next week. And even if you don't care about the app itself, you should care about what this means for society. Let me explain. But first, for those of you who follow me on TikTok and are American, and according to my analytics, that's almost a third of you, please head to the link in my bio where you can find my Instagram, YouTube, all of the other places where we can stay connected. Because I really want us to be able to stay in touch. Anyways, the first thing I want to highlight about TikTok is the fact that it gave normal people a chance to make it big. Unlike Meta products, which mostly just highlight existing celebrities and brands, and Twitter, which highlights the most horrifying people you've ever encountered in your life, TikTok has that early YouTube effect where you can post one video and overnight your life could change. Especially in the United States where you guys have the Creator Fund. Wired actually wrote a whole piece about how TikTok turned normal Americans into overnight influencers and entrepreneurs through the Creator Fund and TikTok Shop. And barring some kind of Hail Mary, all of that could go away in one fell swoop. But it's not just the big earners who are going to lose out from this. For some, one viral TikTok video was the difference between paying their rent on a given month or being able to cover vet bills or medical bills. Or it could make a dent in people's student loans. That is all about to be ripped away. But the TikTok ban won't just be felt in the economic impact for the millions of Americans who use the app. It's also the diversity of our information diet that's going to be impacted. We all know Twitter has become a far-right echo chamber that is tailored to amplify Elon Musk's most brain-rotted thoughts. But now Mark Zuckerberg is making Meta products even worse. Not only has he made it okay to call women household objects, and to call LGBTQ folks mentally ill, but he's also ditching fact checkers in the US while amplifying more political content. If you felt like TikTok was a breath of fresh air compared to these other platforms, you're right, and research supports this. See, Pew Research actually dug into news influencers on each platform who explicitly identify as right-wing or left-wing. And they found that TikTok was the only social platform where left-wing news influencers outpace those on the right. TikTok is also the only place where there are almost as many female news influencers as there are dudes doing the same thing. So when TikTok gets blasted out of the American information diet, which let's be honest means Canada and the other allies will likely follow suit, the right-wing male dominance of our social media platforms will be all but complete. The last thing I want to highlight on this is just how bad faith it all is. I am not trying to sit here and tell you that you shouldn't be worried about data security. But by focusing on TikTok, the US is making it look like they're doing something while they're actually accomplishing nothing. I mean, just look at the exodus to Red Note. See, thanks to things like third-party data brokers and the opaque ad tech industry that Google allegedly, according to the Department of Justice, has a monopoly over, your data can change tons of hands without your knowledge in ways that are really hard to track, making it very easy for it to end up in some sketchy spots. If the real concern here is actually data security, shouldn't Congress be more focused on regulating these third-party data brokers and breaking up Google's ad tech monopoly that disincentivizes it from actually being transparent? That would be hard. So I guess it's easier to just nuke TikTok. And that is what really grinds my gears here. We're super worried about data security on TikTok, but we're not really talking about it when it comes to Meta and Twitter. The US government is very concerned that the Chinese government will covertly manipulate Americans through the TikTok algorithm, but don't seem as concerned about billionaire Twitter owner Elon Musk imposing his very specific vision for the world on everyone who uses Twitter through manipulating that platform. And it's that hypocrisy that really exposes the bad faith at play with the TikTok ban. And not only is this ban really dumb, but it's also really sad. TikTok had some really beautiful, special moments. Because of TikTok, we got to watch as Mito Halimi tried to grow his own food in Gaza. And we shared in the fury and devastation when he was killed in an Israeli strike. We saw the lives and experiences of people around the world and connected with them on a human, face-to-face level, even if we were separated by a screen. Although in some cases, I was pretty grateful for that screen.
Oh, here we go. What's happening? Oh, that's the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life.
I'm really gonna miss my American TikTok friends. So I really hope that if you are an American who follows me on TikTok, that you'll come find me in other places. Because it's not goodbye forever. It's just goodbye for now. What do you think of all this?